The Kanem-Bornu Empire is believed to be one of the oldest kingdoms in the world, having been founded about the 8th century AD and surviving into the 20th century. This empire flourished in the Lake Chad Basin. The Chad Basin, according to historians, has for long been one of the great crossroads of African culture and history. Its geographical features have for centuries made the movement of people and animals easy in all directions. It became therefore the melting pot of several races from whom the Kanuri have emerged as the most dominant group. The Kanuri who inhabit the Chad Basin are descended from a mixture of Negroid, Berber and Arab stock. They founded the great Kanuri Empire of Kanem and Bornu, east and west of Lake Chad respectively. The first Kanuri state, popularly known as the Kingdom of Kanem, existed to the east of Lake Chad in what is now the northern section of the Chad Republic. According to tradition, the kingdom was founded about the 8th century by Saif or Sef, who was probably of Berber origin. The Sef dynasty of the Mais or kings, which he founded, is believed to be one of the longest in the world, from 800 AD to 1846 AD, and certainly the longest in Africa. Yet again, it will be pointless to argue, as some historians writers have tried to do, that the Kanem kingdom was not a Negro kingdom because it was founded by a king of Berber extraction. It should be remembered that the Berber immigrants who became the rulers of the country were completely assimilated by the Negro population soon after their settlement in Kanem. The Mais of Kanem established their capital at Inhabit. There was considerable contact between Kanem and North Africa. In the 11th century, about 1090 AD, Mai Ulmejimi, who ruled from 1085 to 1097 AD, was converted to Islam. With its acceptance of Islam, Kanem became an influential Muslim state in central Sudan. One of the Kanem-Bornu great ruler was Mai Dunama I, who ruled from 1097 to 1150 AD. He was the successor and son of Ulmejimi, a powerful king and a devout Muslim. He made 3 pilgrimages to Mecca. He began the scheme of converting the kingdom into an empire by its conquest until he died in 1221 AD. He was succeeded by Mai Dunama II. Mai Dunama II ruled from 1221 AD to 1259 AD. He was an enterprising and warlike king. During his reign, Kanem attained great height of power and prosperity, and its influence was felt in Sudan and North Africa. Kanem maintained an embassy in Tunis and a hostel in Cairo for Kanem pilgrimage and resident students. Mai Dunama II continued the policy of territorial expansion begun by his predecessor Mai Dunama I. With a cavalry of about 30,000 strong, Mai Dunama II extended the empire to Fezzan in the north, Adamawa in the south, Borno and Kano in the west, and Wadai in the east. The importance of this helped to spread Islam in the Sudan. During this period, there was a well-established system of government in Kanem. The Mai or king was the central authority in the state. He had a council of trade advisors that exercised considerable control over state policy. There was a class system with the aristocracy as the top and the slave at the base of the social pyramid. Taxes were levied on the product of the peasants. There were 4 provinces, each under a provincial governor. The most important of these governors were the Yerima, who controlled the lands of the Yeri against attacks from the Torrents, and the Galadima, who controlled the lands of the west. The governorship were always in the hands of members of the royal dynasty. The Magira or Queen Mother and the senior wife of the Mai exercised great influence on state affairs. There was an army under the control of Kaigama, or a general. From the middle of the 13th century, that is after the reign of Mai Dunama II, the power of the first Kanuri Empire was in decline. One of the factors responsible for this decline was the dynastic feud. The system of entrusting the post of provincial governor to members of the royal family had an inherent weakness. It meant the delegation of great powers to the governor who used them to organize intrigue and revolt against the Mais. These revolts were so frequent, especially in the 14th century, that they weakened the central authority, making it incapable of resisting the attacks of external enemies. The second factor was the menace of external enemies, the So and the Bulala. The struggle with these two peoples was a chief feature of the history of the empire from the middle of 13th century to the end of the 14th century. The So, a neighboring tribe to the east of Kanem, fought for long with the Kanuri and defeated and killed 4 of their kings in succession. At the same time, another neighboring tribe to the southeast of Kanem, the Bulala, took advantage of the weakness of the empire and attacked it so effectively that the ruling Sef dynasty was forced to move to Bornu, west of Lake Chad, to found a new state. Thanks so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to get upcoming videos faster. Thanks again.